Welcome back to more Final Fantasy 16. In the last episode, Mid came to the hideaway and we helped set her up with her workshop. And we also got 2 side quests in the last video, and we figured out what Torgal's powers are. He's an ice wolf like Fenrir.
I think I'll wait till he makes your way to take it to a revealed dungeon.
And Torgal got his powers from Shiva. Or I guess he didn't get his powers from Shiva. I guess technically, yeah. He got his powers awakened by Jill when she was in trouble of getting decapitated. And after we did that, we were supposed to go talk to Vivian. But I think first we'll go off and do the do not harm and search for the weight of command. So we'll come to world map. So it looks like this quest is here, so we'll come here. And there's also the A-level hunt we could do, but I'm not going to do that until Jill rejoins the party. I'm not going to take him on with just me and Torgal, you know? And I'm going to do that off screen like I started doing with the others, just because I really don't care for the hunts all that much.
Now for those herbs.
Yeah, boy. Wild raptor, huh? Hell yeah. Get in there, buddy. Did you just miss? What are you? Hell yeah. No. Nice. And a level up. Holy shit. Hell yeah. Just some raptors in front of that. What's up, Misty? How you doing, BB?
This is the only plant
Yeah.
around here with blue flowers.
Nice.
It's the right one.
You're fine. Lay down. You're fine, BB girl. I feel like I should be collecting.
Infirmary stock for a while.
Maybe we only picked up 3.
Put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
I don't know. Maybe they ground it to dust or something. Hi, Misty. BB. That's my only guess. Is maybe they grind it up and it's able to disperse more. Like you don't need a whole lot in order to numb the pain. Ah, just some raptors.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting.
What were you expecting? 1? Misty, calm down.
That is unless
They
You'll
don't.
do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision. A single slip. And the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physician to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we have no shortage of volunteers. The day I decided that I would take Sid's name was the same day Taya took my brand.
I remember. It It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Talia managed to salvage from the wreckage of the old place had been used up treating the wounded. She begged that your operation be delayed until a new supply of antalgics was found. The procedure was even more dangerous back then. Only a few souls had undertaken it. Doris, Cole, a handful of other Cursebreakers, and those who were no longer with us. Those who lost their lives in the process. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
No. But it was something I had to do, if I was to take Sid's name. He always led from the front, and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
Hold still, Clive! Hold still!
I knew there'd be pain, that I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves, on our own terms. Rodrigue, I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Talia. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
What an interesting quest. I mean, that's a great example of like a leader. Is I would not ask any of my men to do something that I myself wouldn't do. So he had to do the brand removal because he wouldn't ask his men to do something he wouldn't do. So if he wouldn't remove his brand, then he couldn't ask anybody else to. Yes, Misty. How you doing, baby? Yeah. Are you in heat? Sure seems like it.
Slavers don't even bother with me.
Because you normally don't act like this or meow that much. Not that you don't meow.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Can't tell him to fly. Can't technically fly. Alright, so where are these Cursebreakers? Dragon's Airy. It's so weird. I wish dismounting didn't get rid of the bird.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Anybody else I can talk to? Get extra dot to Gil. Like, fuck, what a slap in the face. It's not. Yeah, you can tell that he's undergone the surgery. He's undergone the surgery. It's like, I don't know how well the surgery does if it leaves like a giant fucking scar on your face. That is obvious. Like, literally obvious. Bam! No, what are you doing? Oh, is he the only one left? I think so. Also, I realized in the past few episodes, I've been trying to lock on wrong. So, it's my fault. Get up! Come on. What are you running for? Oh, come on. Nope, 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 nope. Bullshit! Nope, okay, nope, nope, get back. Get up. Nope, ropes again.
Nice try.
And he's dead. What was that? Or at least he should be dead. I mean, I realized I was locking on wrong. I kept using like R3 and L3 to do it, but it's L1. Much would rather prefer R3 or L3 lock on and then L1 be parried, but whatever.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
What about the fucking messenger that never made it back? You know, because they said they sent messenger and the messenger never made it back. Or at least I'm assuming the messenger never made it back. Like, I'm still confused about that.
Welcome back. A stolus from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If
Okay.
I just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader?
I don't know. I was kind of prepared.
Without considering all the risks. I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
But yeah, it is sad that those branded that you saved from the cabin couldn't believe like what was being asked of them. Or not even being asked them, but what was being offered to them. Like they didn't accept that they were being offered real freedom. Like they're so hurt and misused in life that they couldn't believe that they're being offered like a choice at a form of freedom. Sure, they're not afraid to go wherever they want in the world because of their brand, but they're free to go to an oasis, a paradise where they can live free in the hideaway, you know? So like in that sense, you know, it is sad that they're so hurt in life that even with this option being told to them, they almost don't accept it, that it's real. And they were like, what's one agonizing death to another agonizing death? And they're like, well, this is a third option you weren't thinking of. And they're like, well, do with us as you please. And he's like, I mean, we'll take you to safety, and then, you know, from there it's up to you. It's your choice. And they just don't see that as like a viable option to them. And then with her, she's second guessing herself as a commander, you know? And she she did the right thing. She sent Cole and them. She just wasn't patient enough. You know, she got too worried. Which is not bad. I mean, it's better to be overly worried than not. Like, I don't... Like, you sent Clive. Like, he's the most physically capable person to send on anything. Right? Like, if he was free, he could just go do all the saving. Like, that's that powerful. When it comes to, like, goblin and monster normal attacks. And then the other thing that just keeps popping into my head is that the Brandon mark.
I didn't mean to doubt my comrades, but I couldn't leave them out there either. I need to trust them more. I see that. But that doesn't mean I need to care about them any less.
Yeah, I think she's confusing being worried with caring less and trust.
Just one thing after another around.
It's like you can worry about somebody and have complete trust in them and still, like, I don't know, she was overly worried in the sense that she sent Clive before she got the message. But I mean, they still needed Clive anyway because the person needed help.
And what can I do for you? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Be quitting the shut up. Hunter's waist cloth, which is lower. Hunter's arm cloth. Is it really 49? It only goes up one. Fuck that. I guess that's like base. Mine's 55. Okay, yeah. No. Wings of what? Increases ability points earned in normal encounters by 20%. Increases by 15.
It's rubbing me blind, you know.
Actually, I didn't want to equip
I'll
it, but
find a better
whatever.
price than that. It'd better all be here.
Yeah, I just want to see what, like, I just want those because those seem good.
You'll not find a better price than that. It's rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
How am I robbing you blind? I'm literally giving you shit, dude. I think we can finally sell off the, like, Medicans shit.
I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much.
Shut up. Okay. A valuable trade for Gil.
I reckon I can find
Just
a buyer.
1,000 there.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
What was that, 1,600?
I reckon I can find a buyer.
I wish, like, they would put those at, like, the very bottom. Anything that's just like, oh yeah, this is only good for selling, you know? I wish they would just put that at the bottom.
It's all right. See, there's nothing to fear.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do at the blacksmith, really. So let's just go talk to Vivian. What are we doing on time? 22 minutes? Vivian! Just making sure there's no quests. Brain spaces out sometimes.
Finished outfitting her little workshop right here. With a little help from Sid, of course.
How may I help you today, Clive?
How close are we? 290? We're 5
Again,
away.
I may have more for you.
Okay, so this journal, what's that? Benjamite. Oh! Dude, I wish you could upgrade him. Pedigree. Weird. So we have the wages of Warcraft. What was that? Increases damage by 10. Increases cooldown. Increases defense by 30. Oh hell yeah, Flames of Rebirth cooldown? Just Bloodhawk. Alright, just aerial combo. Badge of Might increases attack. Timely assistant. That one's kind of useless because we have the other one that's like plus 30. So we have increases attack by 7. That increases ability points earned. Which seems more useful at the moment. Oh. You know, let's do that for this one. What was Cyclone again? I guess we'll do that one. Then we'll equip Titan. That looks fun. Wind up. Upheaval. And I just like remove. Why? Because Pile Drive is so fucking cool. Yeah, everything else is weaker. And abilities, I have 700 right now. So we could do like upheaval again, upgrade upheaval. Upgrade you. Okay. Where are you? Blind Justice. Yeah, we'll just do that one. Okay. Judgment Bolt. That's right, the top one is the inherent skill. I forget about that all the time. Rising Flame is so good. That says Master. Just making sure that we have... Let's go back here. Wait. Never mind.
How goes the hunt for Kuka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Well, provided you don't die before it. Just gonna have a gotcha moment here? What's going on?
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Another one?
your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Oh, it's the uncle.
Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap the cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
Do I have any other? The shock in his face and voice. Uncle Byron? What? Meanwhile, at the biggest crystal in the kingdoms. It's such a gorgeous building, dude.
Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us. Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the
He did
blessing
nothing.
of the crystals go with you, Your Highness. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
What a bunch of suck-ups.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing the clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
The rattle of the toy, dude. He just inhaled that like it was a vape.
Prepare for battle.
Sire.
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
There's like a silent argument going on there.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
And he listens to astrologists?
You disappoint me, Dion.
You're listening to fucking hogwash. Okay, how old is Annabelle, dude? She looks like she's 23. Like in her early 20s, but she's clearly not. She was married to Clive's dad. That was fucking so many years ago. It's like almost a decade ago. Girl hasn't aged. Dude, that is insane. Also, that is the first time we've actually seen... It's the second time we've seen Dion in general. First time we saw him, he was just battling Odin, and then he transformed into a human, and he was like waiting orders, and he came off as like sort of bratty, almost. Entitled. In that scene. But it was like such a short scene, so it was like such a short clip, so you don't really get the full context. He just comes off a little bit entitled in that scene. But that's like the first scene we've actually seen of Dion where you see like his actual personality, because he's in there long enough, silently. You see his facial movement, you see him facially and bodily reacting to the Emperor's like suggestions and demands, and like basically, yeah, let's make a treaty with the Dalmekis, and then as soon as we've got everything from them, we'll just murder them, because what's a paper, right? Who cares about a paper? Once we have everything, we'll just boom. And who cares about the people that die in Dion's attack? Who cares? You know? Who gives a shit? They can breed again. Although who's going to breed when they can't afford anything? And homes can be rebuilt. You know? Like, I can rebuild homes. I mean, they can't. They don't have the money to buy the homes I'm going to be rebuilding. Like, I don't know. It's a very toxic, like, cycle. Like, he doesn't feed his people well. He just doesn't really take care of his own people. He's a self-preservation king. Emperor, whatever. He's all about self-preservation. He doesn't give a shit. As long as he's in power and he's got what he wants, who cares? Right? And they were talking to Olivier. I think that's how they said his name. The fucking Annabelle's new son with the Emperor or whatever. Like, he's the one that talked to Kupka and spoke back to him. But he didn't do shit. It was Annabelle. I mean, I guess that's like Annabelle's ploy. Like, the king / emperor, whatever. Is he an emperor or is he the king? Like, I'm pretty sure he's an emperor. Fabian.
My favorite pupil.
Am I really?
How may I help you today? Of course.
Thank you. Holy... Yeah, he's an emperor. Holy emperor. Right. Yeah, it doesn't say how old she is. Wish it did. She just doesn't look any different at all. You know. Yeah, first encounter. And then there's a new one. Or maybe we've seen him 3 times. I only remember the one at the camp. But yeah, no. The Emperor's, like, he thinks he's in control, but he's being manipulated by Annabelle. And he's listening to the freaking astrology hogwash. Like, I've heard about that, right? Like, even some presidents had, like, an astrologist that they would go and personally talk to. Like, the Reagans had a personal astrologist that they would go talk to. Like literal presidents have had conversations with astrologists about whether or not they should do something, you know, announce the plan this day, go to war or whatever, you know. Or the stars in the favor of, you know, like talking to the public this day about this treaty, you know. I don't know. The fact that he's falling into that hogwash, and you know it's Annabelle's idea because he says, oh, then I guess Annabelle's telling the truth. So something tells me Annabelle's paying off that astrologist. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. The main important context with that scene is like you see the silent argument between Dion and Annabelle. They don't get along. They don't like each other. Like in the beginning, you're like maybe there's like a little cheating thing going on here, a little affair thing, because you know he's probably closer to her age. No, it's just because they really do not like each other. But you see that Dion actually has morals in that cutscene, and that's like the big takeaway.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wayne. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly.
Yeah, give and take.
There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000! Gab's like, what? I love it.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Coco withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that
Triangle strategy vibes, dude.
Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed, days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Dude, she's like 5D chess in this shit.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Camberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
You're too giddy up, dude. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind Uncle Byron.
And how may I assist you today? Allow me to educate you.
I don't know what's going on here.
Here you are.
Okay, so Drake's Fang. So what have we done? We've done Drake's head. And Drake's breath. Now we head for Fang. Weird. Spine. Alright.
I have the details here.
Do you really? Where's Byron? There he is. Visits. Visits.
Ah, my favorite pupil. We met under curious circumstances.
I think it's fair to say it was during my time at the university. I returned to my lecture hall to collect some notes and discovered Mid crouched under the lectern, sketching some design or other by candlelight. It transpired that she had fashioned a key and had been using my classroom as her own secret study, a place of quiet refuge from the overzealous tutors and the like. Naturally, I insisted she leave, but Mid being Mid, she refused to take no for an answer, and before I knew it, I had not only allowed her to continue her late-night studies, but had agreed to take her on as a pupil into the bargain. Though I soon wish I hadn't, her refusal to defer to authority was no less evident in my lectures. Was this my reward for years of painstaking study? I wondered, to be teased and tormented by some oil-stained stripling who seemed to delight in my discomfort? Still, our time together was not entirely disagreeable, not less because it was she who unearthed the plot against my life and encouraged you to come and whisk me away. So I come to take refuge in your base of operations, just as she once did in mine.
Lord Byron Rosfield.
Of the 7 high houses, protector of Port Isidel, and your uncle no less. He was an adventurous soul, and journeying alone to the secret lair of the villainous Cid the Outlaw would certainly seem to give truth to such rumors. He will make a valuable ally and a generous one. I hope this connection among the nobility will surely prove useful. Perhaps we will soon be inviting the heads of the remaining high houses to the grand soiree here in the hideaway. I must practice my steps. You're getting ahead of yourself.
Your nemesis then worm your way into the bowels of an enemy fortress.
Okay. You didn't need to tell me that.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid, of course.
Of course.
Our new leader's no better at resisting her wheedling than the old one was.
It'll prove useful. Jerk. Yeah, I think we probably have enough time to talk to Otto and then set up the next episode.
Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The lands are in the Fang, all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamel. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamel Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fight.
I see how it is.
I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Why doesn't Gav like Byron?
What's wrong, Gav?
It's this gold your uncle gave us. Are you sure it's all right for us to take it?
My uncle isn't easily refused. Especially where dispersing his wealth is concerned.
But 2,000 talents. I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He sold one to fund our endeavor. He was hoping to part with it anyway, what with war brewing in the region. And, luckily for him, a Sambraquan noble was willing to pay over the odds for a foothold in the Holy Emperor's neighborhood.
But still, 2,000 talents. I mean, is it normal for nobles to give away that kind of money?
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me. Oh, the other half live here?
Well, now that we've got a few guilds to rub together, do you think it'd be alright if I splashed out on a few bottles of Lost Wings finest?
Here, leave some for the rest of us, Otto. If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our larder, starting with a barrel of the best salt-cured northern salmon.
I'll leave you to decide how best to use it. Just don't spend it all at once, all right?
Crazy motherfuckers.
They call Rosina the Desert Hare on account of how little escapes her ears. And her habit of bolting at the first sign of danger. But if she knew Sid was looking for her, she might just be tempted back out of her burrow.
True. Let's go see if we can talk to Jill.
Jill's staying here, and that's that. I should have never let her go with you to Rosalith.
Jeez, don't be so angry with me.
I'm fine, Clive, really. I just need some rest.
Hey man, I was just saying if there's anything different. Like if there was any more dialogue, you know what I'm saying? Also, when will we be able to do stuff with Mid's little workshop? I think I'll wait till Mid's gone before I go and look at her shit.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Let's go and ask her. Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me.
Okay, yeah, none of you say anything. I still like Mid's hair. Like, her hair is really cool. Either way, that's going to be it for this episode. We did the side quest. We went and found the blue blossoms for the medicine and convinced our good Roderick that it is best to take the branded off, or the brands off, the branded that want the branded off, with our own little story. And then we went and helped Doris with Cole's little group, who are off saving Brandon from a carriage, goblins and whatnot. Then we saw a giant cutscene after Vivian said she was running in circles with Dion, the Emperor, and Annabelle, and their next moves of double-crossing the Dalmatians after they've entered agreements or whatever. You see Dion's wariness to partake in it, like he doesn't really want to do it. And you can see that there are tensions not only between him and his father, but more so between him and Annabelle, because he probably believes Annabelle is manipulating and contorting his father more so than he probably already is, because his father seems like a slime bag squeeze anyway. And then our uncle showed up, and now we know where Kupka is. He's headed for Drake's Fang, so we're headed to Drake's Fang to get his head, and not the crystal. The crystal will be another time, I guess. So, till then, hope you have a great day. Remember, only you can be the best you can possibly be. And tata for now.